Hello everyone, we'll see our next tutorial, that is attribute conflict. So you know that in CAENexus we are specifying the physics with the help of attributes, and we specify the attributes on classes, not on the geometrical entities. So it may happen that when attribute gets transferred onto the geometrical entities, then same type of attribute may get transferred at the same geometrical entity. So in that case, software will not understand which attribute is to be considered, and that situation we call it as a conflicting situation. So let's see with one example how exactly it works and how we can avoid such conflict in CAENexus. You can see on my screen that I have opened the abstract model file from the scratch folder, and you can notice that there are some attribute related to mesh size. So if you notice this attribute and this attribute, so this one and the last one, both the attributes are specified on the same class, that is size a class. Maybe I'll open both the attributes. So you can see here, these are the two attributes which are specified on the same classes. Again, their types is also same, but the values given, those are different ones. So in such cases, software is not sure about which attribute is to be considered for carrying out the meshing. So this is a conflicting situation, and such situation should be avoided while creating abstract model file. So let's try to create simulation model with this attribute, and we'll just see what happens when we try to create simulation model with these two attributes. Now you know, for creation of simulation model, one need to click on this icon. Then it will ask for the CAD model which is to be linked with the abstract model file. So I'll just select the wider assembly here, and we'll try to create simulation model. Now you can see, while creating simulation model, one warning pops up. So what that warning says? So warning says that attribute with names size is size and size is ambiguous from case meshing goes on the same geometric entity. And it has given some location also where exactly the conflict happens. So this way, when the conflicting situation comes, you won't be able to create simulation model. Now let's see how to avoid such conflicting situation. So I'll just click OK here. You can notice that the conflicting attributes, those are highlighted with red colors. We'll now see how one can avoid the conflicting situation. Maybe I will cover one more point, that the same warning you can see in the log file. For that, one need to go here in the view, log file, create simulation model, and attribute conflict. So you can see here the same warning about attribute conflict is given in the log file. Let's now see how one can avoid this conflicting situation. Now, to avoid conflict, there are two ways. So first one is the easiest one, that you can delete any one of the attribute from these two attributes. For example, if I want to keep this attribute with mesh size 6, and if I don't want this attribute which is having mesh size of 10, then I can just right click on that and I can delete this attribute. So this is the easiest way. There is one more way. If I want to keep both the attributes in my abstract model file, then for that one need to set the precedence value. So I'll open both the attributes. So these are the two attributes which is giving conflict. So you can see here there is some precedence value. So one can set any value greater than 0 for that attribute which is to be considered in simulation model. So I want this attribute to be considered in simulation model. So maybe I'll give precedence as 1 here. So out of these two, this attribute will be considered for creating simulation model based on this precedence value. I'll just apply close. I'll close this attribute also, and we will see now what happens when we create the simulation model. So I'll click on this icon. So you can notice now the warning has not come during simulation model creation. And if I see the mesh size attribute for the sizing, then you can notice here the attribute which is having the precedence and was having mesh size as 6 is considered for creating or is considered while creating the simulation model. So this way you can avoid the conflicting situation. So first easiest way is to either delete one of the attribute, or the second way is you can give higher precedence to one of the attribute which you want to be considered during simulation model creation. So that's all from this tutorial. I hope everybody is clear about how one can avoid a conflicting situation in CAENexus. So with this, I thanks everyone, and if you have any question or any queries, please feel free to contact at support@novosnexus.com and we'll get back to you accordingly. Let's meet in next tutorial. Till then, have a good day. Bye.